Hello everybody, this is Toyzaros, and for this new figure unboxing and review, we're going to be looking at the War for Cybertron Siege. This is the Decepticon Phantom Strike Squadron. So obviously, quick disclaimer, I know that it's not brand new as in it's just came out. This is about 6 years old, maybe a bit longer already, but it is a brand new figure. And yes, I'm going to be opening it up to do a full review on it because I can't wait to get this particular figure out and have a look at him. So a couple of things we're going to do, of course. We're going to have a very detailed look at him in both of his modes. We're then going to, of course, see how he looks and compares to his Earthrise version. We'll see how he looks and displays with the other seekers, of course, from the Siege toy line. And of course, I want to do a comparison just to see how different he is to Hotlink, because of course most people have substituted the Hotlink for Skywarp, and of course we will bring in a Generation 1 Skywarp and probably a few other versions as well, just for some comparisons. A couple of things I want to do now then. So as I pop these away, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, because that really will, if you could like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. And then the other thing is, I know I'm going to get inundated with questions. Where did I get this from? So I'm going to explain it to you. So as part of the membership to the channel, we have our own private Discord, and we have a swap section and a buy and sell for all members. And very thankfully to one of the members there, Pete, I did a swap with him, and he swapped me this for one of the things that he wanted. So very big, huge thank you to him, because now I've got one of these. And again, that is part of the perks on the membership. Anyway, here is the very old and unfamiliar now, I say very old, it's not that old, Siege artwork that we just got so used to seeing. And of course it's still beautiful. The artwork on the front is fantastic. This set, to be fair, in honesty, it was just, you couldn't find it in the UK anywhere, in honesty. We don't get the Amazon exclusives like you do in the US, so they are really difficult, even more difficult for us to get in the UK. If you check on Amazon UK right now, all of the stuff that you've got in the US, we don't have it. It's crazy just how bad it is. So again, massive thanks to Pete with regards to the swap for this particular figure. You really have helped me complete my collection of these. So let's have a look at how it's packaged. I've got no idea that this was going to be in one of them bubbles. I suppose of course it should be, because this was pre all the plastic. So he also comes with 3 Battle Master partners. So what I'm going to do right now, obviously I need to set him free, and we'll come straight back. Okay, we're back, and I've set him free from the packaging, and I've already took him straight to his Tetrajet mode. And I hate to admit it straight off, it just looks, it looks amazing, to be fair. And it's really weird because I'm looking at the pictures, and of course I'm looking at him now in hand. And again, it's not, I suppose, the typical colour scheme that you would expect with Skywarp. Funnily enough, although I've not fully transformed him, you can see the back of Hotlink, and the fact that you've just got all black on this bit around the side and the purple wings at the top. This is what I would definitely associate the colours of Skywarp with, much more than the ones we've got here. But what I also like, again, and you've got to remember, is this is, I suppose, a homage to the you know, the first episode, More Than Meets the Eye. So with the silver on it, etc., it is a real good homage to that. And also, I suppose you forget how good this particular Tetrajet mold is. I've not done the transformation process because it literally is the same as all of the other Tetrajets which I've reviewed, and I think most people have actually got. But it is, again, interesting to remind myself that this particular mold takes some homages from it, especially like obviously how you hold all the fists and everything, they all rolled in. So it was quite a nice little trip down memory lane with regards to that. The good thing as well, of course, and this is what I did like about these particular figures, is you can completely add loads of firepower to them. I mean, you've got 3 different ports there where you can choose where you want to attach the 2, I went to call them null rays, but of course they're not. They're obviously star screams, but you know, the blasters you can attach there. And then of course you've got your 3 actual battle masters as well. And very quickly I'll just show you them, but these are different color schemes to the ones that we're used to seeing. So that of course was Aimless standard release, and of course we've got Fracas here. Funnily enough, he's Target Master Scourge's partner. We've got Pterodactyl, and we've had quite a few different versions of him released as well in different color schemes. So it's always good to see that. And you know, any toy company, especially when it comes to Transformers, will always do exactly that, give us and use the same mold over and over again. And there is Shroot as well. And the funny thing about this is I didn't really like blast effects at all. When they first sort of come out, I just thought they were not a waste of time. That's a bit too strong, but yeah, I didn't. Maybe I am talking, as I say, like what I think. I didn't think they held much purpose. I didn't really like to use them, to be honest. Why am I struggling with this? That's better because it's brand new and it's tight. But now, probably because I've seen so many people use them in such good ways, to be honest, they really do add that little bit extra to the figures and I suppose to the display. So if you wanted to with this, you could attach him to the underside of the wing. Now you probably would of course need a stand to put it on, although saying that, I could probably put both under the wing. In fact, let's have a look what they both look like under the wing. I'm sure they look good. Let's just pull that around. That's better. And then we can attach some of the blast effects as well, just to see how good they do look. It's crazy already that, you know, that this figure is, it does say on the back 2018, so yeah, 6 years old already. That just again shows how fast time flies. So there you go, with two, I know them as Target Masters. I'm going to refer to them as Target Masters. I think that looks great. Here we go. Let's mess around with some of the effects then. So instead of doing the same ones, oops, as he knocks them off, I'm going to do different ones like this, just for a bit of symmetry going in and out. And then of course I think I'm going to wrap this part of the video up. So again, just to remind you, I suppose, how big this was classed as a Voyager class figure, wasn't it? So this is classed as a Voyager class figure, and it's, yeah, easily as big, easily as chunky, etc. And again, I don't know which one I prefer. I love the Tetra Jets. I love that, to be fair. That looks really, really good. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about this particular mode. Let's come back and have a look at him in the robot mode and do the other comparisons. So here we are back with him in robot mode, and let's be honest, this is exactly how I'm going to be displaying him. And now it's really apparent what they did, which again I think was pretty much a first, and I really thought that it was great at the time, the fact that the figures had battle damage. And you know, this was sort of mainstream release. It wasn't like a special edition or anything. A load of the Siege figures had this battle damage on, and of course let's just remind ourselves, the articulation on this is great. They will come all the way out to the side. If you move the wings back, you can go all the way around. There's a swivel on the bicep, there's a swivel on the shoulder, you've got your flexion, you've got a wrist swivel, etc. You've got waist swivel, which is great. The hips will come right out to the side, right out to the front, knee bend, ankle tilt, rock, tap, etc. This brilliant part here to cover up the gaps in the back of the calves was great. The translucent there for the cockpit, which I should have picked up more in the other mode, was great, but also in the front. And we've got a lovely sort of, is he smirking face? What's he doing? Let's have a look. Now, I believe you can change the heads, of course, if you want, and change them all around. In fact, he looks a bit scared. He doesn't look very happy there at all. But what I've done is I've kept one of the Target Masters in the blaster mode, just to show you, I suppose, how good it'll look. What I'll do now, though, for symmetry, especially when they're together, is I'll just change the effects over, and hopefully he should be able to support the weight. Yes, he can. Brilliant. And of course, I'm pretty sure we can fold this in quickly, bring this over, and then the blast effect for this, if I remember correctly. How do I do it? Is it on the head? It's somewhere like this anyway. I think you pop the nose in, and then, yeah, perhaps put it like that. Not too sure, can't remember, not too fussed. It won't be displaying him like that anyhow, but I'm sure, if memory serves me correct, that's how we do it, because I did it with Jackpot as well. Again, I didn't see the point of these. I do see the point now, and you can sort of see how that works, how that looks. I think that's how it looks. I'm not too fussed. If I've got it wrong, let me know in the comments, and it will help me learn, obviously, in the future. So I always go with the blasters on the side of the shoulder, and that's purely because it's Generation 1. And as I say, anybody who watches this channel knows that I am a massive Generation 1 yeah, fan. That's the best way to put it. Speaking of which, there is his Generation 1 self. So you can see, yeah, the colour scheme and everything. To be fair, they've obviously got the purple there, the purple there, the battle damage purple on there, and the purple stripe in the wing. It's really noticeable now, though, when I do bring Hotlink up, just, you know, how different he really is, and there's just a lot more purple. And if you watch my video on the BotCon Hotlink figure, you could again just tell that it is Hotlink with the really bright purple colours on him. I don't remember the orange on the BotCon one, to be fair, but it's really, I suppose, a striking difference now between the two. Other things we need to do, of course, is this. You can't have Skywarp without Starscream, and you can't have Starscream and Skywarp without Thundercracker. So there we go, that's the original trilogy, all three of them there. And again, they do look really good together, and it's crazy how many different uses and colors of the mold we've had: Red Wing, Nacelle, etc., the Rainmakers. And then of course this was how they updated him for the Earthrise mold as well, so back to a standard jet in regards to not being a Tetrajet. Right, there we go, guys. I think I've pretty much covered everything on this pack. It is just a Tetrajet Voyager class figure with 3 Battle Masters. It is good though. I am really pleased to get it. Again, huge thank you to Pete for the trade, etc., and thank you to you guys for watching. So there you go. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if I got anything wrong. I probably did get that wrong, but either way, hope you enjoyed looking at him all the same. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.